guys, I've decided to do one more video on exponents, and that's on exercise H, or exercise 4, question H, in page 133. Now, it's important that before you watch that video, you have a go at H. You can do most of it, I'm pretty sure. It's important you have a go at it first, and only then watch the video. Okay? So we've got it's a very crucial, important exercise where you match graphs to function, and it really can show how well your understanding is there. So we've got a bunch of graphs and we've got functions on the left side, and I have to match them. And I already matched them, but I'll just explain why we match them that way. So if you look at graph A and B, graph A and B are the only one that are taking off. If you have a function or exponents that is taking off, then you know that your B, okay, this is your general formula, general equation for exponent. If it's taking off, you know that B is larger than 1, okay? Because when B is larger than 1 power x, means it's increasing. So we've got 2 to the side for 4 to the power x and 2 to the power x. Obviously, the one that is high, that is always high above A, is going to be the 4 to the power of x. So that's going to be 4 to the power x, that's 2 to the power of x. Okay, so that's sorted there. Now we're looking at graphs that are landing down. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 landing down. Okay, so there's C, D, E, and G. Okay, which one is which? Okay, graphs that are landing down, by the way, are always graphs that where B is a fraction. It could be a half, a third, whatever. So we need to figure out which one is which. I think the easiest one to identify is G. Okay. G also have a vertical shift, it lowers down. And there's only one graph here, one equation that has a vertical shift, -4. So that's going to be half power x minus 4. So now we need to look at C, D, and E. Okay? Now D and E go through the same point that A and B are going. Okay? And A and B are going through point 1. Okay? When x is 0, 4 to the power of 0 is 1. 2 to the power of 0 is also 1. So you can see these ones also go through the same point. Okay? What I was going to say here, right? So these ones, okay, D and E will also have no A, or A will be 1. Okay? Because when A is more than 1, then you're going to have a different intercept. Okay? When A is 1, the y-intercept is going to be 1. So we need to figure out, one of them is half to the power of x, the other one is a third to the power of x. Why did I know that D is a third to the power of x and E is a half to the power of x? Because a third to the power of x will decrease, so we'll get closer to the x-axis quicker. Okay? Think about it. We'll have, let's say, half to the power of 10 and a third to the power of 10. I don't know if you can see it there. I'll move it slightly. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, half to the power of 10 and a third to the power of 10. Which one is going to be bigger? And the answer is half to the power of 10. Okay, because half to the power of 10 is half times, 10 times. Third to the power of 10, third times. Which one will be bigger? Half. Okay, right? So, am I right here? Yeah, I'm right. So the half to the power of x, okay, is going to be always larger than the third to the power of x. The third to the power of x will always be closer to the x-axis. Okay? So we figure out that. Now, what is C? C again is a landing down, so it's a fraction power of x, but we have some kind of stretch factor. Okay? So now we're not going through the y-intercept, so we must have an A. Okay? And that stretch factor is 4, so that's going to be 4 to the power of x. Leaving our last one for F, that has to be that one, minus half to the power of x. But I could have figured out quickly straight away in the beginning. Okay? Minus half to the power of x is the only one that has a minus, and we know that minus flip the equation, reflected around the x-axis. Okay? So that's the only one. This graph, F, is the only one that is reflected over the x-axis. Okay, guys, I hope this video helped you. Okay? I also must say here that we are working towards a test for next week, for Thursday. Okay? That's going to happen on the 30th of July. And we actually going to have to change gear now because we got to finish a lot of stuff for that test, which originally wasn't going to be there. So very important that you do all the class, all the work that I've assigned for that day. See you.